Well, fans, it is once again time for Power Baseball at Palm Springs Stadium. This is Austin Stokes alongside my partner for tonight, Zach Reynolds, where we'll have the Palm Springs Power looking for win number 15 against the San Diego Waves. Going to be a fun one, huh, Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. The Waves are a team that we have not seen yet. Some new competition. Would be interesting to see how they match up. A new challenge for the Power. On the mound, it's going to be Jacob Stramiska, who's not pitched a ton so far this year, but when he's been in there, he's got the stuff.
Yeah, he's been lights out so far for the Power this season. When he locks in, he is spectacular on the mound. So let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Power. So it'll be Stramiska on the mound. The second part of the battery will be Bryant Ball behind the plate. It'll be the power hitter, Michael Groves, over at first. Tyler Priest and Jason Leone up the middle at second and short. It'll be Angel Jr. over at the hot corner with the second Leone brother, Brandon Leone, out in left. It'll be the BYU student athlete, Tate Gamble, in center. And it'll be the big Mark Kirkland out in right field. And the lineup for the Waves is as follows. Leading off and playing center field, Raphael. At second base will be Stoltz. The designated hitter will be Klimkowitz. At first will be Lappin. In left field will be Mendoza. With Baker at the hot corner, Strickland behind the dish, Mira at short, and Zuba out in right with Bulger on the mound. So with Raphael standing in, Zach, since we haven't seen this team tonight, what do you think the Power's mindset is going into this one?
Well, you don't want to change your game plan too much. Just do what you do as the Power. When you're on offense, take your walks, don't expand your zone, and hit the ball hard when it comes over the plate. Pitching-wise, just throw strikes.
So the first pitch of the night at 7:01 p.m. from Stramiska is outside for ball one. Stramiska going to look in, find a sign, wind blowing in from left over to right field. The next pitch, that's a fastball in the zone for strike one, so that'll even things up here at 1-1 against the center fielder, Raphael. The next pitch from Stramiska, swing and a miss for strike two. He located that one well, finding his part of the zone, 1-2.
He's got a good fastball in there. That off-speed pitch right there just played right off of it.
Stramiska, the 1-2 offering. That'll find the zone, a looking strikeout. So that is how the first out is retired. Stramiska up one, down one. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Stoltz. He'll be standing in from the right side of the dish.
Well, that's just a fantastic start for Stramiska on the mound. Can't get much better than that.
Stramiska looks in, the first pitch. That's a chopper foul over into the Power dugout. 0-1 the count now. Raphael back into the box. Stramiska looks in, finds a sign, kicks and deals. A big swing and a miss at the looping breaking ball there, 0-2 quickly.
Well, it's early, obviously, only the second batter of the game, but right now Stramiska is looking really, really, really good out there.
So the 0-2 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss, so strike three for the second out. And a quick 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, I mean, and 2 strikeouts. I mean, right now everything's working for him.
So that'll bring up the designated hitter for the Waves, number 30, Klimkowitz. He'll be standing in from the right side. Jerseys, like we said beforehand, reminding us a lot of the Cubs. That pitch outside, ball one.
Yeah, we're in the blue with red numbers outlined in white on the back.
1-0 the count. Stramiska comes set at the belt. He kicks, he deals. That's a chopper on the ground to Angel Jr., but fielded by Leone. The throw over is not in time. It's off center, so the throw's going to get past Groves. But there will only be one runner aboard, and he will stay at first there. So with 2 outs and a runner on, that will bring up the first baseman, number 34, Lappin.
See what Stramiska can do here with 2 outs.
First pitch is popped up out into right field. It'll be Kirkland there under it, and the side is retired. So a very quick first inning of work for Stramiska as we head now into the bottom half of inning number 1. Austin Stokes, Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back.
Spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, America, sweet.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
And we are back here in the bottom of the first inning. And it is the Powers' turn to swing the bats as they're going to look to jump out to an early lead. It'll be Bulger on the mound for the Waves tonight.
Yeah, it's Colton Bulger, 6 foot, 180 pounds, out of Concordia, Irvine. He's a senior out there, so getting some more work here.
And with the throw down to second, we are ready to go. And it'll be Gamble, Leone, and Groves.
Well, you know, in the pregame show, you asked me who I thought was going to hit the next power home run. And I said Tate Gamble has a shot if he can get just a little bit more under a ball. He's been hitting a lot of balls really hard in the right field. Let's see if he can just lead things off with one.
So Gamble's going to be stepping in from the right side of the dish, or left side of the dish. He'll check his swing. Bulger looks in to find a sign. Comes set. Nothing on its way. A foul ball back into the parking lot. 0-1. The bats coming alive for the Power here in the second half of the season. Saw a big home run from Michael Groves last night.
2 Power games in a row with a home run.
Count 0-1. Bulger comes set. The pitch to Gamble is inside, bouncing across home plate. That'll even things up, 1-1.
Gamble's had a really, really good season, batting .323, .543 on base percentage, and a .452 slugging. Good for a .995 OPS.
Impressive stats for sure. That pitch up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not afraid to take his walks. He's got 12 walks to only 9 strikeouts on the summer.
And that's what he did in the first 3 games of the season, was almost nothing but walks for him. Showed incredible plate discipline. 2-1 pitch in the same location, not going to find the zone. A good hitter's count, 3 balls, 1 strike.
Let's see a hanger here for Tate Gamble.
3-1 the count. Bulger finds his sign and comes set. Gamble awaits the pitch. Here it is. That'll be way outside for ball 4. So Gamble going to head on down to first, take his walk, which will bring up the shortstop, the big hitter of Jason Leone. He really drove the team for the first half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, right now his OPS is still up over 1,000, 1.012. He's got 10 stolen bases on the year, which leads the team. Tate Gamble did his job as the leadoff hitter. He got on base. Now it's the turn for Leone to keep it moving.
So Leon stands in from the right side. Bulger taking a look at Gamble. Held on by Lappin. That pitch will find the zone for a strike, 0-1. A good pitch to start him off with there, challenging him in the zone. Bulger checks the runner once more, held on by Lappin. He kicks, he deals. That pitch will find the outside part of the zone, 0-2. Not something we've seen a lot is Jason Leon being down early.
Yeah, those fastballs were missing to Gamble, but they're right on the mark from Bulger here to Jason Leon.
So Bulger finds a sign. Comes set. Leon awaits. Kicks and deals. Way outside. 1-2. Looks like he's been progressively moving more outside in each at-bat.
Yeah, he's trying to stay away. I mean, these are some guys that can do damage to the baseball. Obviously, you don't want it to catch too much of the plate, but you have to throw competitive pitches.
So 1-2 the count. Bulger checks on Gamble at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So while there is a runner on first, they will get the first out of the inning and set up the double play as Leon is sat down on strikes, which brings up the power hitter, the first baseman, Michael Groves.
He was the man of the hour last night. Hit that home run into the deep right center field.
Right off the bat, you knew that was going to be a home run. It was a no-doubter if I've ever seen one. So Grove's going to stand in here. Bulger finding a sign and coming set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. That pitch is in the dirt. Catcher unable to rein it in, so the speedy Tate Gamble will be in scoring position with 1 out.
Really big opportunity here now for Groves. A base hit in the outfield with Gamble's speed could put the power on top early.
Grove's going to look to do just that in this pitch. Gamble, a good lead off a second. Bulger looking in. The 1-0 on its way. That will find the outside part of the zone, 1-1.
Groves has 13 RBI, second on the team. He can improve that total here.
Bulger set at the waist. Groves ready. Gamble a good lead off of second, not being held on. The pitch. He'll catch just a piece of it and foul it off of home plate. 1-2. Zach, if you're Michael Groves here coming off of a home run game last night, what's your approach here?
Well, you know, as a hitter, you got to be consistent. You know, you can't start swinging out of your shoes because you hit one home run. You know, that's how he hit his home run last night was he worked a really good at-bat, made the pitcher throw a lot of pitches, worked a full count, and then eventually after throwing all those pitches, he got his hanger, and he didn't miss it. You know, that's just what you got to do. You stay in that game plan. If you make the pitcher throw enough pitches, eventually you're going to get one to hit, and then it's just up to you to not miss it.
Well, let's see if he can get one to hit right here. 1-2 the count, 1 away, 1 runner on in the bottom of the first. The next pitch swung on and a blooper hit into center field. Gamble will be held up at third. But that won't stop Groves from going to second, so he's going to be in with an aggressive double there. I did not think they were going to send him around first, but he's going to be standing on second. 2 runners in scoring position now. And with that, that's going to bring up the bat of Noah Blythe, the cleanup designated hitter. This is another guy that throughout the entire season we've seen a lot of at the plate.
Yeah, he's been struggling a little bit as of late, which really that just means he's been taking more walks because he's not getting anything to hit. He's got a big opportunity here, 2 runners in scoring position. It was a good hold over there at third base with the crazy throw from Rafael, but that throw allowed Groves to move up after his single.
First pitch to Blythe is swung on out into right field. That'll get down, so Gamble will come across to score. Groves going to be sent around first. Blythe heading for second. He will be in there easily, so a big 2-run double off the bat of Noah Blythe. A big pitch for him there.
Well, just like that, the Power are up 2-0, still just 1 out. I mean, Blythe, first pitch swinging. We just talked about it. He's not been getting much to hit lately, and when you're getting pitched around, sometimes the only pitch you're going to get to hit is that first one, and he got a fastball there, served it in the right field, hustled around to second base.
It was a good hit all the way there, and that will bring up the next Leon brother to try their hand at the dish. Standing in from the left side is the left fielder Brandon Leon out of College of the Desert. He'll check his swing there. They'll say he went around 0-1.
Why not keep it going here for you, Brandon Leon? He's a guy that's got some power too, into the gaps, and has a home run this year. That was the first power home run.
The next pitch, that'll find the zone as well. Down 0-2 early.
Big opportunity for the Power, not to just score two, to get more across. Get as many across in the first as you can and let Jacob Stromiska go to work on the other end.
So with 0-2, Bulger comes set, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball one. 1-2 the count. One away, one on base after a big double from Noah Blythe.
That double gives Blythe 21 RBIs on the year, which leads the team.
A swing at that one. That's driven into left field. Blythe around third, heading for home. The throw will be off target. So that's another run here. The Power up really early, 3-1.
It's still just one out. Leon with some speed at first, and here comes Brian Ball, who just hits the ball hard all over the yard.
He puts a hurtin' on a baseball if he's given one to hit. An old school guy. No batting gloves, high socks. Love to see that. He's going to stand in and look to do some damage here after the meeting on the mound between the Waves battery.
Leon did a good job there. He was down 1-2, just protected. Had a pitch on the outside half that was too close to take. Put a good swing on it and hit it right through that 5.5 hole, just out of reach of Mira at shortstop. And Power up 3-0 now.
So Ball will stride towards the batter's box. Got to be a good feeling, looking to keep that momentum going for the Power offense very early. This is not a team that scores all their runs in the first. So I'm excited to see just how many they can put up tonight. Bulger set, a good lead from Leon. The pitch, runner goes for second. That pitch will not find the zone. Catcher unable to get that ball out of his glove in time. So it'll be another stolen base as Leon moves up to second with a good jump.
Yeah, he had a really good jump there, and like you mentioned, the catcher, Strickland, for whatever reason, couldn't make the transition happen. Now with one out, there's another runner in scoring position.
Ball ready, the next pitch. Well inside for a ball, almost brushing him off the plate there. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, sorry.
Take another hard hit double down the line for Brian Ball. He's got a few of those this year.
That is taken for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 away. So with 1 out, you've got to be pretty confident at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Just anything into the outfield here with Leon's speed could score another run.
Bulger ready, the next pitch. That's outside, getting the catcher out of his stance. The runner will try to break for third, but Leon going to head on back to second. Not wanting to be too aggressive here.
That was just some really good catching back there from Strickland. I mean, he got way over there in a hurry to block that ball and came up quick to make sure Leon couldn't advance. Sure, Brian Ball appreciates that.
So Ball going to step back in. Leon getting his lead. Bulger ready. The 3-1 swung on, so that'll load things up at 3-2. A full count for the catcher, Bryant Ball. Bulger going to come set, a full count. 1 away, 1 on. Nobody checking on Leon at second. Here's the pitch. That's outside, so with 1 out, there will be 2 runners on board. And that's going to bring up the bat of the big right fielder, Kirkland. Mark Kirkland, number 28, standing in from the left side of the plate.
Well, Mark Kirkland had a little bit of a hiatus And then when he came back to the lineup the other night, he had 3 RBIs. Last night, he had a couple of hits. I mean, he came right back into the fold of things, just started hitting the ball hard again.
First pitch of the at-bat to Kirkland is going to be up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. A good crowd on tap for some Saturday night baseball here in beautiful Palm Springs. The Power looking to etch a win before a 2-day break. That pitch is also going to be taken up and away for 2 balls, no strikes. Already Bulger not wanting to leave anything in the zone for Kirkland to hit. And with a stance like that, as close as he is to the plate, it's kind of the only option you have. Bulger shakes the first sign, shakes the second, likes the third, but he'll step off, maybe trying to get a new sequence from Strickland behind the plate.
Well, to account for a big lefty power hitter like Mark Kirkland.
Runner goes. That pitch is taken, but the throw is going to get past the third baseman and into left field, but he's going to head for home, and he'll be in there safely. It'll be ball caught between second and third, so they'll tag him out on a confusing series of events there. I'm sure our official scorer will appreciate that one, but the Power will etch another run as it's quickly 4-0 with only 2 outs here. Bulger ready, the next pitch to Kirkland. He'll check his swing. They'll say it does not matter. That's a strike anyway. That will move the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bulger coming set, lengthening the delivery with no one on base. That pitch is way outside. Ball 4. So Kirkland will head on down to first base, and just like that, another runner's on board. So that'll bring up Tyler Priest out of Incarnate Word.
Oh, Priest is another guy. Been hitting the ball hard a lot lately. Been hitting a lot hard at people a lot of times, but he also is a guy that works a lot of walks. See what he can do here.
So a rope foul ball over down the first base line. 0-1 the count. Bulger, a check on Kirkland at first, held on by Lappin. The next pitch, he'll swing at that one. A ground ball back up the middle. That'll be reined in by the second baseman. Throw over to Lappin is in time. So it'll be a 4-3 ground out. That will send us into the top of the second, but not before the Power can get themselves on the board big. It's 4-0, heading into the top of inning number 2. This is Austin Stokes alongside my partner in the booth tonight, Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
And we are back and ready to go for more Palm Springs Power Baseball. It is the top of inning number 2.
Jacob Stremiska only needed 10 pitches to get through that first inning, and with a 4-0 lead now already entering the top of the second, you just got to throw strikes. Find the zone. Don't be afraid to use your defense behind you and get back to the bats.
So the first pitch from Stremiska to Mendoza is a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch swung on and foul tipped back into the backstop. So that will move the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And just like you predicted, he's gone nothing but fastballs so far.
Yeah, I mean, you got to throw it until they prove they can hit it. Stramiska's got one of the best fastballs on the team.
So they'll be outside just a hair. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left fielder, number 27, Mendoza for the Waves. Next pitch swung on and a miss for strike 3. So there's quickly 1 away, and that will bring up the third baseman, Baker. And what a great at-bat that was for Stramiska.
Yeah, well, he's faced 4 hitters so far, and he struck out 3 of them. He's been really, really good.
Stramiska set. The next pitch. That'll be outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away, no one on. The infield going to be playing back onto the grass in this one. Outfield in normal depth. Stramiska set. Here's the pitch. That's going to be up and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Baker, big guy, 6'3", 175 pounds, out of Concordia, Irvine.
Stramiska, that pitch going to be outside as well. 3 balls, no strikes. So after getting a quick strikeout, he's down in the count, 3-0. Stramiska set at the belt. The 3-0 pitch. That will not find the zone. A close one, but Baker will head on down to first. So with 1 away, the double play is in order. So Priest and Leon going to move in towards second there as the catcher, number 21, Strickland, will step in.
All 4 pitch walks are annoying to a pitcher. That one's got to be more annoying than most because those pitches did not miss by much. He just couldn't get any help from the home plate umpire.
The first pitch, that's a foul ball hit back behind the press box. So he's right back in this one. No balls, 1 strike after the 4-pitch walk. Maybe a little aggression on that last pitch.
I definitely think so.
Runner being held on at first by Groves. The pitch from Stramiska outside for a ball, so that'll even things up 1-1 with 1 away. Maybe trying to get him to chase outside, throw his bat out there, maybe connect. Stramiska set, Strickland ready. Here's the pitch. That will not find the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I mean, tight zone here early on.
Stramiska looks in. The 2-1 on its way. That's called strike, so the back pick to first will be to no avail. But it is a strike, so that'll even the count up 2-2 with 1 away and 1 on. Stramiska finds a sign and comes set. He kicks, he deals. A swing and a miss for strike 3. So the strikeout train continues to roll for Stramiska here as he sets down another. There are 2 away as the shortstop, number 4, Mira, steps in.
Well, that was just a nasty breaking ball there from Stramiska. Working off his fastball, that one looked like it was going to be in the outside corner and then just darted away.
So the first pitch of the at-bat is taken inside. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away for the power defense here, needing to make it 3. Stramiska going to look for another putout. Finds his sign, comes set, checks the runner, held on by Groves. He kicks, he deals. That's a foul ball. He's in a good position now. No balls, 2 strikes.
Looking for his 5th strikeout and 6 outs.
So Mira will check his swing, stamping back into the right-handed batter's box. Stramiska finds a sign. Here's the pitch. Outside on the outer half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This home plate umpire not giving calls to either side. 1-2 pitch on its way. So that is how the inning will come to a close. Another great strikeout inning for Stramiska as we head now into the bottom half of inning number 2. The Power lead it 4-0.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley. And new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on. Because Eisenhower Health is here for you, today and tomorrow.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat.
Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. All right, we'll look into that.
And we are back here in the home half of inning number 2. It's the Power's turn to lay it on thick. A little bit of Power trivia happening down in the VIP pit.
For the record, I knew the answer.
He did know the answer during the break, right before we came back. Hearing half the question, you answered that one. So some impressive baseball knowledge from the color guy, not so much on the play-by-play end.
What can I say? I know ball.
So that will bring up now the third baseman, Anthony Angel Jr., out of Cal State LA. Anthony Angel starting the season off in the PSCL, showing incredible talent and making his way up. He was on PSCL rosters. So that pitch is going to be swung on, and a bouncer out to the right fielder, Zuba. So the first batter will make it aboard with no one away. The first pitch he sees is driven to the opposite field. And just like that, the lineup will turn over, and that'll be Tate Gamble due up.
Gamble walked his first time up. Eventually came around to score one of the 4 runs for the Power.
Gamble checking his swing, stepping into the left-hander's batter's box. Angel taking a good lead, held on by Lappin. Bulger comes set. No one out in the inning. The first pitch, a big, hearty cut at that one. He must have listened to the pregame show with that swing. Strike 1.
Yeah, he got a pitch on the inside half there. Just swung a little over it, barely tapped it foul. Don't throw one back in there, though, if you're Bulger. Gamble might put a hurting on it.
So Gamble ready. Bulger comes set. Angel Jr. a good lead off of first. Held on by Lappin. The next pitch, and he did not want to go back inside there. It's outside for ball 1.
Bulger repping the stirrups. Going to try to have a much cleaner inning than he did in the first. Try to give his team a chance to win.
Bulger set. The 1-1 runner goes. That's outside for a ball. The throw down to second is in time. A good place throw from Strickland. And an even better tag from Mira. Really good defensive playing right there.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a heck of a throw from Strickland behind the dish. Showed off his cannon. And as you mentioned, Mira with the tag as well to make sure.
So Gamble back into the box. 2-1. Bulger comes set. Goes through his motion. He kicks, he deals. That swung on, hit into center field. It will get down. So that's a single for Tate Gamble. Now 1 for 1 on the day after a walk his first trip to the dish. And that will bring up the shortstop, the big hitter, Jason Leone.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Just got a piece of that one and hit it where they ain't. Into center field where Rafael didn't have a chance to come in and get that one.
So some good one-out hitting there as they'll get a runner on board. Gamble finding his pitch. Leone looking to do the same. Standing in from the right side. Bulger ready. The pitch. A hanging breaking ball pops straight up. And it'll be Mira who is right there to rein it in. So there are 2 away.
Yeah, Leone's going to want that one back 100 times. I mean, that one, just like you said, a hanger breaking ball right over the middle. He just got way under it. 90 out of 100 times, he probably deposited that one over the left field wall.
So with 2 away, the power hitter back into the box. The first baseman, Michael Groves. Gonna Clear some dirt out there.
Groves 1 for 1 today.
Bulger finds a sign. Shakes the first, but likes the second one. Gamble a good lead. The pitch. That'll brush him off the plate a little bit there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away for the Power offense so far. Looking to drive in a couple more runs. Gamble, a good lead held on by Lapin. Bulger, the pitch. He's going to go back inside, 2-0.
Well, Bulger already now, his next pitch will be his 40th here in just the second inning. A lot of that had to do with how much he labored in the first, but Power putting together good at-bats here in the second as well.
Bulger ready, the 2-0 pitch. He'll take that one on the outside corner, 2-1. Close call there.
Still good hitters count for Groves here.
The next pitch way outside, maybe looking to get ahead of Gamble over there at first. See if he was going to try for second, but to no avail. A good hitters count for Groves, 3-1 with 2 away and 1 man on. Groves steps back in from the left side. Bulger comes set. The 3-1 on its way. Swung on and hit foul high back behind the bleachers. Just right past home plate. So that will load the count, 3-2.
Well, yesterday, 3-2, Callum Michael Groves hit a home run. Let's see if he can do the same here.
Post-game interview said he was just sitting on the fastball, waiting on it. Instead got a hanging breaking ball that he hit a long way. So Bulger finds a sign, comes set, the full count pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. But he'll chop it foul down the first base line and into the bullpens on the visitor side of the field. Count remains full, 3-2 as Groves steps back in.
That just shows a good hitter at the dish. They continue to battle with 2 strikes and a full count here. That pitch, nothing he was going to be able to drive, so he just was able to foul it off. Just put bats a ball and stay alive.
Groves getting some pine tar on the gloves and stepping up to the plate. Bulger going to take a look over at the runner at first, not being held on. He comes set, finds a sign. The full count pitch, runner goes for second. Another foul ball hit sharply into the first base side. Count remains full.
Now you can tell Groves is starting to see the ball real well. He's out in front of that one, but he hammered that one foul. If he can stay back a little bit on it, he's got himself another extra base hit down the line.
4 runs for the Power so far off of 5 hits. Gamble standing over on first. Groves back to the box. Bulger rubbing the ball a little. So he will toe the rubber as Groves awaits the full count offering. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man on. Bulger set. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball, so a competitive at-bat here early on.
Yeah, with Groves here, I mean, even if he were to strike out, this is still an at-bat a manager or any coach would be happy with. He's battling, making him throw a ton of pitches.
Gamble being incredibly aggressive over at first. He's broke for second on the past 3 pitches. The pitch. Runner goes once more. That's roped over to the second baseman, and it'll get down. So Stoltz will toss it over to Lapin, and that is how the side is retired. So the Waves defense able to keep the Power right where they are. Score remains 4-0. The top of the third when we come back right here on the Power Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. and America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better. Like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
We are back and ready to go here in the top of the third. It is the Waves' turn to see if they can etch a couple runs onto the scoreboard for them. Power still lead. Will be the left fielder, Hayden Zuba, number 7. Sorry, right fielder, Hayden Zuba. Stramiska still on the bump. Here's the pitch. He'll square to bunt, but it won't be near the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll get that back just in time.
Stramiska today has been throwing consistently 89 to 90 miles per hour. Topping out at about 91 on his first fastball.
That pitch won't find the zone either, so 2 balls and no strikes, staying outside on Zuba so far. The 2-0 pitch swung on and hit into right field. That might be down. It will not get down in fair territory as that'll bounce over to the wall. So Kirkland going to head over to rein that one in. 2-1 the count now.
Well, power catch break on that one. If that lands fair, it is trouble, as Zuba was already at about first base by the time that one hit down. Would have been extra bases easy, but it lands foul, and Stramiska with another shot to get him out.
Zuba back in the right-hander's batter's box. Next pitch. That's in the zone, so that'll even things up. Stramiska fighting his way back to a good count here, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball. Looks like a slider taken in the dirt, so that will load the count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. The full count pitch is a high foul ball over into the first base side of the stands. That'll get hit out into Sunrise Park. Count remains loaded, 3-2.
Stramiska trying to battle here. It's been really good so far today, trying to keep it going.
That pitch will be taken low and away in the dirt, so there will be a runner on with no one out. And the lineup will now turn over for the Waves, as that will bring up center fielder number 2, Rafael.
0-for-1 with a strikeout on the day. It was Stramiska's first strikeout victim.
First pitch is swung on, hit on the ground to second. That'll be Priest up with it. The throw over to second in time for 1. The throw over to first is not in time, so they will not get the double play. They'll be content with the 1 as they got Zuba at second.
At the very least, it's always good to get the lead runner, avoid having a guy in scoring position, so then get 1 out at least.
So that'll bring up the second baseman, number 5, Stoltz. Tonight's beer batter for the Power.
That last fastball in at 91 miles per hour for Stramiska on the day.
Good lead off of first from Rafael. That is swung on, hit to Angel Jr. The throw over to second in time for 1. Throw over to first is not in time, so the double play attempt will not pan out that time either. But there are 2 away, and that will bring up number 30, the designated hitter, Klimkowitz. He'll stand in from the right side.
Stramiska's got a couple of ground balls in a row. Even though you don't get the double plays, again, you get the lead runner, and you get a couple of outs. Now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of it.
So Stramiska ready. 2 outs, the 0-0 pitch. A fastball in on the hands is hit foul into the netting. No balls, 1 strike. Klimkowitz stepping back into the batter's box. Stramiska looking for his sign, finds one he likes, comes set at the belt. The 0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away, but 1 man on as Rafael stands over at first. Stoltz stands over at first. 1-1 pitch. A high foul ball back into the park. That moves the count 1-2.
Another opportunity for a really efficient inning here for Strumiska if he can put away Klimkowitz right here.
Klimkowitz ready. Stoltz a good lead. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So another half inning comes and goes. The Power looking to pour it on in the bottom of the third. As we head now, the Power leading 4-0. Austin Stokes, Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure. Just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah! Whoop 'em good, Jack!
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
All right, we rejoin you now in the bottom half of inning number 3. It is the home team's frame to get on the board.
Power have had a couple of really good innings. They scored 4 in the first, and they didn't score any in the second, but it's still a really good inning at the plate just by making Bulger throw another long inning. He's already at 46 pitches before he throws his first in the third inning, and it's taken Strumiska a little bit less than that to get through 3 full.
So leading things off is the productive bat of Noah Blythe, the designated hitter.
He had been struggling a little bit coming to this one, but first time out to the plate, a 2-run double to lead, bring his leading RBI total to 21.
Blythe standing in from the right side. A jitter in his step here. Bulger comes set, finds a sign. Full delivery. The pitch taken in the zone. A great pitch from Bulger to start him off with right there. 0-1.
Blythe went first pitch swinging last time, takes a strike that time.
Here's the next pitch. The 0-1 pitch is swung on. Hit on the ground over to Baker. Baker over to Lappin. It'll be in time, so quickly there's one away, as that will bring up the younger Leon brother, Brandon. He'll stand in, the left fielder.
Leon, since he's joined the team, has done nothing but hit the ball really hard. He's got himself a single today, single in RBI, I believe. He's got that home run as well. Even when he makes outs, a lot of the times it's loud contact.
So Leon stepping in from the left side. Bulger comes set. The 0-0. A hard hit ball right back up to Bulger. He's going to handle it with ease. The toss over to Lappin. So quickly there are two away. This has been a defensive ball game so far for both sides. Some great plays being made here in the early innings, as that will bring up the catcher from BYU, Bryant Ball.
Well, we talked about how many pitches Bulger's had to throw, and he responded with 2 outs on 3 pitches. Ball's going to try to work a longer at-bat here.
Efficiency is the key for a starting pitcher, and he's showing that so far. The 0-0 pitch taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate. The Power dugout not happy with that call, but it is 0-1 nonetheless.
That call really hasn't been there all day. Bulger got it there.
Bulger set, the 0-1, taken low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Time called. Looks like Bryant Ball might have got some sand in the eye. Common occurrence out in the desert. I know it has been for me.
Yeah, they water this infield a ton. They got the sprinkler system, and it still gets pretty dusty out there. That's just, I mean, it is literally the desert. You know, that's going to happen.
So 1-1 the count as Bulger comes set. The pitch. He wanted to go but decided to hold off, so he's down 1-2 with 2 away. So 1 out remaining here in the home frame of inning number 3. Bulger finds his sign, comes set, toes the rubber, set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's hit right back up the middle, so it'll be Bryant Ball who is aboard with a good 2-out single there, and that will bring up the big number 28, Mark Kirkland, out in right field today. He was the first baseman for the first couple games of the Power season, but then being moved out to the outfield after a couple days off.
Yeah, he played really well out there yesterday. I was pleasantly surprised. He made every play that he was supposed to make.
So with 2 outs, Ball a good lead off of first, held on by Lappin. Bulger, the pitch. That'll be on the outside part. And so that'll make it 1-0.
That is a 2-out rally sound for the Power offense right here. Let's go.
Swung on and hit deep, but foul out into the parking lot of the Palm Springs Library. 1-1. Made some really great contact on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That one hit hard out into that parking lot, as you mentioned, just trying to straighten things out for Kirkland. Walked his first time up.
Kirkland awaits the 1-1 pitch. It's Bulger that comes set. Ball a good lead held on by Lappin. That swung on and hit sharply. It is bobbled by Mira. So Ball's going to head to third. And there are runners on the corners with 2 outs, and we might have a 2-out rally on our hands as it'll be the second baseman, Tyler Priest, standing in.
I'm going to give Kirkland a hit on that one. He hit that ball right on the screws. That was hit so hard. Mira tried to get a glove on it, and it just deflected right off of it.
Yeah, no matter what level you're at, that's a tough play to make out there at short, so definitely can't blame him or count it against him. So Tyler Priest standing in from the right side. Kirkland his lead off of first. Ball his lead off of third. The pitch, that'll buzz the tower just a tad, as my partner would say. 1-0. Bulger comes set. That's going to be up in the same location, so it is Bulger that's down early here, 2-0 with 2 outs. But there are 2 runners on the corners for the Power.
Priest, a good opportunity here to get some insurance runs. He's ahead in the count. Going to look to try to get a fastball, a get-me-over fastball that he can do something with.
So that pitch will be in the zone, but a little low. A strike, nevertheless. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, that separates good pitchers from good throwers. He didn't go with a get-me-over fastball. He went the breaking ball and threw it for a strike.
2-1 the count. Bulger kicks and deals. Another hard-hit foul ball wrangled in by the Waves bench over there. So the at-bat will continue for Tyler Priest as the count's all even, 2-2.
2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count.
2s all around. Bulger comes set. Runner goes for second. That swung on, so the steal won't matter as that's the end of the inning. We're through 3 full, and the Power lead it 4-0. Austin Stokes, Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back. We are back here in the top of inning number 4. The Waves gonna look to get on the board here and narrow that lead down just a little bit.
Stremiska back out there. He's been great so far. He's got 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings, back out for his 4th inning of work.
It has been a fantastic couple of innings for him. And I'm going to knock on wood after I say this, but I see a lot of zeros up there in the guest column.
We'll keep it at that, but I do as well. I am picking up what you're putting down.
So it'll be number 34, the first baseman, Lappin, standing in to start things off. Stremiska set. Here's the pitch. That's going to be well inside, almost catching the shoulder of the first baseman. 1 ball, no strikes.
Lappin, another really big guy. He's 6'4", 210 pounds.
Here's the next pitch. That'll be taken for a ball. If you can't tell, I was ready to say taken for a strike. Umpire's got a much better view than I do. That will be taken for a strike, so 2 balls and 1 strike, the count now. Lappin standing back in. The pitch from Stremiska. That'll be on the outer half of the plate, called strike, so that'll even the count here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with no one out for the leadoff hitter.
That one might have been a little bit of a makeup call. Looked a little outside.
The 2-2 count is swung on, hit right back up the middle. That's fielded by Leon. A jump throw over. That is not in time, so there's a runner on first. I will go on record as taking full responsibility for that one.
Well, that's the first hit of the game for the Waves. Leon tried to make a no-hit saving play. Wasn't able to. Runner didn't advance on that throw, so still just a hit, no error there.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, number 27, Mendoza. That's a high pop-up out for Leon in left field. He'll trail under it, and he will have it for 1 out. And a major league pop-up there, a quick way to get the first out. And that will bring up third baseman, number 22, Baker.
A major league pop-up might be an understatement. That one was way up there. Leon lunged in at the last second, was able to put it away.
An elevator home run, as our good friend Alex Ogletree would say. Runner goes, swung on, a foul ball.
Oh, looks like they called it fair. They said that's hitting fair territory. Ball picks it up, tags the batter.
So another quick way to get out number 2. So with a runner on second, that will bring up the catcher, number 21, Strickland. With 2 away and a runner in scoring position. A good chance for the Waves to get on the board here and cut down the lead early here in the top of the 4th. Stremiska set, checks on the runner at second. He kicks, he goes to the plate. That's a hard hit ground ball to Leon. Another chance for him out there. He'll catch it on the palm. He'll throw it over. Not in time, but what a great play from Jason Leon at shortstop.
Yeah, a couple of infield singles for the Waves here, and they've got something brewing with 2 outs, but Stremiska just a pitch away from getting out of it.
And with 2 outs, standing in, Michael Mira, the shortstop. The 0-0 pitch, a big cut at that one from Mira, but no contact, so no balls and 1 strike. A gorgeous night for baseball here in Palm Springs. That pitch taken outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The sun setting behind us gives us a beautiful blue view of the mountains out behind center field. I personally have never seen a prettier backdrop, sorry. That's going to be hit foul, 1 and 2.
Well, I certainly have not either. Just absolutely beautiful. And, you know, the players out in the field have just as beautiful a look behind the press box here, out here in beautiful Palm Springs, California. There are mountains everywhere you look, and it just never stops taking your breath away.
So Mira will step in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Stramiska comes set, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. That ball is out of the zone. 2-2.
Strickland moves up to second on that one ball. Didn't want to risk taking the throw, just focused on the hitter with 2 strikes.
So Stramiska ready, the next pitch. A breaking ball that will not find the zone, so that'll load the count up. 3-2. Stramiska set, runners on second and third. The next pitch, a big swing and a miss at that one. So that is how the top of the 4th ends. The Power still lead. The runners in scoring position, unable to be driven around. It is 4-0. We'll be right back. Of inning number 4, it is the Power turn with the Sticks. Score still 4-0. Power leading. Bulger still on the mound for the Waves here, only giving up 7 hits. Other than the 4 runs, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, each of the last couple innings after that rough first, he's been able to get zeros on the board. The Power have been able to work the counts well. He's at 61 pitches through 3 innings. But he's definitely settled down here a little bit. But the way Jacob Stramiska's been pitching, 4 runs might be enough for the Power.
So it'll be the third baseman leading things off here. Anthony Angel Jr., the 9-hole hitter, going to step in now from the right side of the plate. Bulger getting a sign from the catcher, Strickland. First pitch, swung on, and wow, that ball was roped foul into the park. Had that been fair, that would have been trouble for somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just laid on it, way foul into Sunrise Park, but a nice souvenir out there for somebody walking along, maybe walking their dog.
Angel stands back in. Bulger ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. That will not find the up and outside corner, so that'll be 1 ball, 1 strike for the leadoff hitter. Bulger looking in to find the sign. Strickland will give it to him. Finds one he likes and comes set. The 1-1 pitch. He'll check his swing. They'll say he went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The typical Saturday starter, Julian Orozco, now warming up in the Power bullpen, looking to maybe piggyback off of Jacob Stramiska, and maybe the Power could just use 2 pitchers to get through the entire game.
Bulger ready. The 1-2 on its way. Another rope foul ball out into Sunrise Park. At bat continues, 1-2, still the count.
It's been the Power's identity all year. Take long at bats, make the pitchers work.
This is not a ballpark where you're going to see quick at bats, has been shown by every team we've played and even us. Bulger, the next pitch. He'll foul it off to the opposite field, off the pole, right by the first base dugout. Count remains the same, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, Angel Jr. here has seen the ball really well. He's putting good wood on all of these foul balls. He just can't be on time enough to get into fair territory.
Bulger going through his motion, comes set at the belt. That's going to be swung on, hit on the ground to Mira. Mira going to lay out for it. The throw over to first will not be in time as it'll be Strickland backing up Lappin. So Angel will be aboard with a hard hit single.
It's his second hit of the game. He's two for two, excuse me. And that one, a really good effort by Mira out there. He's just trying to throw from on his back. Didn't have anything on it, but a good effort nonetheless.
So standing in will be the BYU player, Tate Gamble. Gamble starting in center field today. We've seen him move all around the outfield so far this season.
He's a great defender out there, and he's great with the bat in his hands. He's been on base twice today.
Bulger comes set. Angel Jr., a good lead, held on by Lappin. The pitch, a foul ball hit into the concourse behind the stadium. 0-1. Gamble going to check his swing a couple times before stepping back in.
Gamble came in with a .543 on base percentage, which is absurd, and he's reached base 2 more times today.
So they will say he did, in fact, leave the bat in the zone there. 0-2.
Gamble not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. He's good at working the count and good at putting some balls foul, just getting the bat to the ball. See what he can do here, down 0-2.
Gamble stepping back into the box, checking his swing. Bulger looking to get the sign. Angel Jr., a good lead off first, held on by Lappin. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. That's taken outside for a ball. The throw going to be off target, so Angel Jr. caught up between first and second, but he will commit to going to second base. So he decided to turn back halfway through. Saw that that throw might beat him by a little bit, but after an off-target throw, he'll turn right back around and head on over to second. So a 1-2 count for Gamble here as he's going to step in from the left side. Bulger going to look in to get the sign as he'll put his foot back on the rubber.
Big RBI opportunity here for Tate Gamble.
1-2 the count. Gamble ready. The pitch. That'll be low, bouncing off of the chest protector of Strickland behind the plate. 1-2.
Strickland done a really nice job behind the dish today. Really good blocking the ball. He's caught a guy stealing. That last one just got a little bit away from him.
All the runs in this one so far have come in the bottom of the first, but with no one out, and Angel Jr. with some speed and scoring position on second. The next pitch, that's a called strike 3, so there is one away now. A close one called by the home plate umpire, but that will bring up shortstop Jason Leone, as he, with one out, will look to drive Anthony Angel Jr. from second all the way around to score.
That one caught the inside corner according to the home plate umpire to send Gamble packing. Still just one down and the guy at second base. Power, a nice opportunity for insurance runs.
Bulger set, checks on Angel, held on by the second baseman. That pitch will find the zone. No balls, 1 strike.
The zone seems to have changed a little bit from the early innings. Early on, couldn't get anything on the outside corner. Now it's expanded a little bit.
Angel held on by Stoltz. Next pitch. He'll check his swing. They'll say he did not go around. So that will even the count up here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away, 1 man on in the bottom of the 4th.
Heart of the lineup coming up. It's Leone, the 2-hole hitter on deck. Groves, the 3-hole hitter.
Leone ready. 1-1 the count. Bulger, a check on Angel. The pitch. A high and hard foul ball once again over into Sunrise Park. So that will move the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now action in the Waves bullpen as well.
Both bullpens up and working here. Looking to get some pitchers in the middle innings here. So Angel Jr., a good lead off of second, but Bulger's going to step off and warn him back. Didn't want him getting too comfortable out there. Haven't seen an inside move from Bulger yet. Haven't seen a pickoff to first either. Looks like he'll step him off and say, hey, I know you're back there. At bat continues 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit right back up the middle. Stoltz will bring it in. The throw over to Lappin is in time, so there are 2 away. But Angel Jr. will get moved up, so he's 90 feet away at third. And there are 2 outs for Michael Groves.
He was able to move up the runner. At the very least, that's something you got to do at the plate is advance the runner. Even with 2 outs, a wild pitch, a pass ball, it's a lot easier to score from third than second. But Groves, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit, would take another one here.
So he's going to look to make that 2 for 3 as Bulger comes set, finds a sign from Strickland. That pitch swung on and hit foul up into the bleachers. And it will bounce down to the walkway. So 0-1 the count on Groves early with 2 away and a runner on third.
It's Andrew Siebert warming up out in the bullpen for the Waves.
Sieber and Orozco getting warmed up. Orozco taking a breather before he might come into this one. That ball's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. A quick first half of the ball game today, as has been the story for the past couple games. Yesterday, 2 hours flat. Haven't seen that yet this season.
No, it was a really, really quick game yesterday, and it was a pitcher's duel, and that's how you get those quick games. A fun one to watch for sure.
So Bulger looks in, the 0-2 pitch on its way. That is hit hard right back up the middle, but it's fielded by Mira. Throw over to Lappin is in time. So that's how the side is retired. That's how they're 3 outs. And we head now into the top of the 5th. Power still leading 4-0.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
It is the top of inning number 5. Power still leading it 4-0. We move into the middle innings here. It's the Waves' turn to narrow down that lead just a tad. But it is a new pitcher for Julian Orozco, who's going to come in and look to keep this lead right where it is.
Stremiska did his job, was wonderful. 4 innings, 2 hits. Orozco on to piggyback and maybe just straight up finish this one out. He's got the stuff to do it.
He has not only the pitch repertoire, but the longevity as we've seen so far this season. And it's the right fielder, Zuba, stepping in, the 9-hole hitter. That pitch will be inside, ball 1. Next pitch from Orozco on its way. He'll swing at that one, and that's fair down the first base line. So Zuba rounding first, And they'll say that that one's out of play, unable to do anything with that one. So a ground rule double. So Zuba will be on second.
Honestly, that might be a break for the Power. That one all the way into the corner. Zuba showed off some speed there. He might have had a triple if not for the ball leaking out of play.
So it'll be the leadoff hitter, center fielder, number 2, Rafael, will stand in on the right side. The 0-0 pitch on its way. That's way inside as he squared to bunt, getting it back in time. 1 ball, no strikes. So Orozco going to be handed back the rock from his catcher, Bryant Ball. Rafael stepping back in. 1-0 the count. He'll check on the runner at second. The pitch, a good fastball, will find the zone for strike 1, so that'll even the count here, 1-1. No one out, but a runner in scoring position just 180 feet away. Good swing at that one. Another chopper down the first base line. This one curving foul. And that hit from Zuba, I thought that was sure to curve foul, but it must have just got a little bit of the line.
Yeah, the umpire had a good view of it that time for that double.
So the pitch from Orozco. A breaking ball. He'll chop that one out to second. Priest up with it. The throw over to Groves is in time. So there's one away, but that runner from second, Zuba, will advance to third, as that will bring up the second baseman, number 5, Stokes.
That's what they call a productive out right there. Just able to get the wood on it, hit it to the right side. Now they got a runner just 90 feet away.
So the 0-0 pitch is swung on, and a big cut at that one. So that'll be no balls and 1 strike.
That last pitch at 90.5 for Orozco.
0-1 the count. Orozco ready. Here's the pitch. He'll go back to the breaking ball, up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stoltz. He checks his swing. Orozco gets the sign. 1-1 on its way. Swung on over to third. Angel Jr. going to lay down the tag. Throw over to first is in time. An unconventional double play. The 5-3 getting a tag and a throw over to first. So that is how the top of the 5 will be wrapped up. The Power still lead. The runners in scoring position not being brought around. So we head now to the bottom of the 5th. Power leading 4-0. Austin Stokes alongside Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure. Just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh, yeah! Whoop 'em good, Jack!
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99 at Palm Springs' most popular.
It is the bottom of inning number 5 as we are just about ready to go. The Power looking to extend the lead. Currently 4-0, sorry. Didn't mean to speak prematurely there. And leading things off will Blythe, the designated hitter today, not being on the defensive side of the lineup. First pitch he sees is swung on and hit foul. The pitch. That's hit hard and foul, 0-2. Zach, a new pitcher on the mound for the Waves here.
Yeah, it's Andrew Siebert, number 20. He's a 6'3" right-hander, 6'3", 175 pounds. He's tall on that mound.
0-2 pitch on its way. That's a chopper hit right back up. Siebert trailing. He'll get there. The throw over to Lapis is in time. A quick 3-pitch out there as there's one away.
Now that may seem like an easy play, but that was actually really impressive from Siebert there, having to back up off the mound without looking, back up, reach up, grab that ball, and then fire a strike to get Blythe in time. Really impressive from the pitcher.
So that will bring up with one away left fielder Brandon Leone. He'll step in and look to get himself on board. The 0-0 pitch taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, so that will re-even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Leone geared up for a fastball there, got an off-speed pitch and swung right through it.
Siebert ready. He kicks. He deals. That will be taken on the outside part of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Leone down in the count. Here's got a battle. Just put the bat on the ball.
The pitch from Siebert. The 1-2 pitch is outside, so that will bring the count back even once more. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still no one away. 1 away, sorry. Siebert, the pitch. He'll check his swing, but they'll say he did not go around as that will load up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 away. Here's the pitch from Siebert. Swung on an outside pitch. That'll be fouled into the opposite field netting. That'll leave the count full.
Leone just sticking the bat head out there and fouling one off.
1 away. That pitch is swung on and hit foul once more, so the count remains the same. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no one on.
Leone really battling now, trying to just force Siebert to throw him something over the plate. He's fouling off these tough pitches.
Siebert ready, finds his sign, kicks and deals. A high foul fly ball out into left field that is going to be reined in by Mendoza, so there are now 2 away.
This arm angle from Siebert is really interesting. It's mostly 3/4 from that tall frame. It's going to be really tough on right-handers. I think it might work to the advantage of left-handed hitters, though.
So Bryant Ball, the 2-out hitter, the catcher for the Power. The first pitch, a slow breaking ball that will find the zone. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away.
Siebert really hiding the ball well here.
The 0-1. Same pitch, same location, same result. No balls, 2 strikes. Siebert, the 0-2 on its way. That's going to buzz the tower up and in. So that will move the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Siebert staying right on the mound, ready to go.
1-2 coming. That's on the ground. Hit to Mira. Mira up with the throw to Lapin is in time. So that's how the side is retired. We head now into the top of inning number 6. Power still lead it 4-0.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain. America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
We rejoin you in the top half of the 6th frame of play. Orozco still on the mound here. The Waves looking to make some damage. It'll be number 30, the designated hitter, Klimkowitz.
Klimkowitz 0 for 2 on the day. Roscoe just 9 pitches with that nice double play to get through his first inning of work.
So the first pitch from Orozco is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Orozco turns, kicks, and deals. A looping breaking ball, a little too high for the umpire's taste there. It's all even, 1-1. The next pitch, he'll get a little piece of that one and bounce it foul off of home plate. Count moves 1-2.
Roscoe's throwing his fastball anywhere from 88 to 90, and that big breaking ball is anywhere from 74 to 77. Really big changes in speeds, and that great shape on his breaking ball can be disaster for hitters at the plate.
Klimkowitz standing back in. 1-2 the count. Orozco turns and fires. A high pop-up over into foul territory. Groves might be able to make a play just out of arm's reach over the first base side fence. But good effort from him nonetheless. Count remains 1-2.
That one looked really playable when it first got popped up, but it just kept ranging and ranging further and further over. Like you mentioned, really good effort, staying with the ball just a little bit out of his reach.
Klimkowitz standing back in. It's Orozco looking to pitch. 1-2 on its way. A big swing and a miss there. A foul tip into the catcher's mitt. So that's how the first out of the inning is retired. Orozco making good work of this, and that will bring up number 34, the first baseman, Lappin. He'll stand in looking to get on board. Orozco finds a sign, turns, lifts, fires. The 0-0 pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away, but no one on. Here's the next pitch. A looping breaking ball shuttered him out of the box there, so that'll even things back up. 1-1, 1 away, no one on board.
Orozco looking to be in a groove now, working in a hurry.
That pitch is going to be low and outside, so it'll be the hitter Lappin who's ahead now, 2-1. 2-1 on its way from Orozco. He'll take a protection hack at that one inside on the shaft of the bat. But to no avail, it's foul, 2-2.
Like you mentioned with the protection swing there, that pitch, he knows it's a ball, it's way inside. It's just a natural instinct to throw the bat at it, get your hands out of the way.
The 2-2 on its way from Roscoe. That'll be just a hair outside, so that'll load the count up 3-2 with one away.
That fastball registering 90.5 miles per hour. Just missed, though.
4-0 in the top six. The full count pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike three. So a big full count pitch from Orozco. They're going to air it around the horn here, celebrating a great strikeout. And that will bring up number 27, the left fielder, Mendoza, as he'll stand in, needing to get on base for the Waves. Orozco kicks and fires. Fastball on the outside half will not be called. 1 ball, no strikes. Orozco gets the sign from ball. He turns, he kicks, he deals. And wow, is he going to locate the breaking ball there, 1-1.
You know Orozco is on when he's throwing that breaking ball for strikes in any count.
Orozco looking in, 1-1 the count. Mendoza ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, 2-1 with 2 away. The sun finally setting here in Palm Springs. The pitch from Orozco on its way. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, so that'll get through the infield for a hit as Gamble will come up with it. But Mendoza is aboard.
Mendoza sent that one right back where it came from. Good piece of hitting with 2 outs as Waves still trying for their first run. Going to want a 2-out rally here, and Orozco's going to want to keep him at bay and send it back to the power bats.
So it'll be the third baseman, number 22, Baker, standing in from the left side. Orozco finds his pitch, a check on the runner at first, held on by Groves. The 0-0 pitch is not in there, so that'll be 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away, 1 on.
Orozco was just a freshman this past year, and he already can hit 91 miles per hour, and he's only going to get faster from there.
That's swung on and hit into right center field. That's down. So it'll be Baker rounding first, Mendoza heading for third, and he'll be in there. So with 2 outs, there are now runners on the corners for the Waves. A good chance for them to get on the board and narrow that lead down to 3, if not down to 2 with a big hit. So it will now be the catcher, Strickland, standing in.
A couple of hard hit singles in a row with 2 down. Orozco in some trouble here. See if he can settle down.
So the threat stands 90 feet away at third with another runner on first. 0-0, 2 outs. Sorry, that will be a pinch hitter in the form of number 14, Podrats. Colby Podrats standing in from the right side. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Orozco finds his pitch. The pitch, that'll bounce across home plate. Letting go of that one a little too late, so 1 ball, no strikes.
Really good play by Ball back there to pick that one out, keep the runners where they are.
So Orozco going to look back in to find the sign on 1-0. He comes set at the belt. He kicks, he deals. That's a great pitch right there. That will find the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Orozco set, the next pitch. A hefty cut at that one. So with the 2-1 before that, a foul ball evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for Podrats. Orozco set. Here's the pitch. That one's just going to be a hair outside. So a full count now, 3-2, 2 runners on. Runner on first being held on by Groves. The next pitch. A high pop-up, but that is foul once again back into Sunrise Park. Got to watch out for baseballs out there, as we've seen a lot of them hit foul back there.
Really good battle brewing here. Big moment in this game if the Power can hold them, keep them no runs.
Runner goes for second. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So he comes through without allowing anyone to come across the plate. We head now to the bottom of the 6th. The Power still lead 4-0.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese meat, cheese meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. 'Cause Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
Like your bacon.
Say it.
Steady. Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go!
Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
We are back here in the bottom of inning number 6. It is the Power's turn to swing the bats and keep growing that lead. Try and etch a couple more in.
It's going to be Kirkland due up here. Kirkland, Priest, and Angel Jr. Maybe technically the bottom of the lineup, but this Power lineup's so deep that there's really not a break in it.
Yeah, there's no part of the lineup that I would, I guess, rather face, as every part of the lineup, as they've shown this season, has the potential to be as dangerous as the rest of them. So Kirkland will start off the bottom of the 6th. Siebert ready, the first pitch. He took a little off that one, unable to get it down in the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. The Power etching 4 runs on 8 hits. He wanted to go for that one, but elected not to, and a good decision, so that moves the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Siebert, the next pitch. Foul ball. Siebert being rather quick on the mound, maybe trying to throw off the timing of the hitters.
Yeah, he gets the ball, he's ready to go, really doesn't take a step off the rubber.
Kirkland awaits the 2-1. He'll check his swing. They'll say he did not break the plane, so it's a great hitter's count for the big Mark Kirkland. 3 balls, 1 strike. Oh, they'll say he went around there, so the 3-1 pitch is a called strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Siebert looks in, finds a sign from Strickland. He's going to step off. Looked like he might have had a little trouble seeing that one. Pitcher with bad eyesight will have a lot of trouble, so Strickland going to head out to the mound and have a word with Siebert.
Yeah, as a catcher, I'm sure you can never love seeing your pitcher throw up the 2 hands like, I just can't see it. But they're going to talk it over here. Let's see if Kirkland can get a meatball. He didn't want to walk him to start the inning.
On the mound, there's never a more helpless feeling than not being able to see the sign. but the full count pitch on its way. A big swing and a miss for Mark Kirkland. So after a 6-pitch at bat, I should say, he will be sat down on the swinging strikeout. And that will bring up number 3, Tyler Priest.
That was a terrific breaking ball from Siebert there. Got Kirkland.
Siebert kicks and deals. That will find the zone. He'll take the first pitch he sees. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Siebert looks in, finds a sign. He kicks, he deals. He'll get a piece of that one, hit right back up the middle. Mira up with it. Throw over to Lapin in time for out number 1. So Priest going to hit into a 6-3 put out.
It's going to bring up Anthony Angel Jr. now, who's 2 for 2 today.
He's going to come in with 2 outs in the inning. So it'll be the third baseman, Anthony Angel Jr. from Cal State standing in. 0-0 pitch, a breaking ball won't find the zone. Little too high for the umpire's liking. 1 ball, no strikes.
Siebert starting to throw a lot more of those breaking balls.
Siebert, the pitch. Angel Jr. going to twitch the back shoulder at that one, but he will not commit to going all the way around. So that moves the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Siebert, the pitch. He'll rope that one out into right field, and that's down. So Angel Jr. continues the fantastic day at the plate, moving to 3 for 3. He'll round first, and he will be into second. A bad throw from the right fielder gets away from the first baseman, Lapin. So there's a runner in scoring position with 2 away. And the lineup will turn over as BYU prospect Tate Gamble will step in.
Yeah, Gamble's 1 for 2. Also has a walk. He's got an RBI opportunity here. And I mean, have a day, Anthony Angel Jr. 3 for 3 and all on really hard hits. Couple line drives like that in the right field, and took advantage of the throwing error, moved into second base.
So Gamble going to stand in from the left side. Siebert ready, checks on Angel at second, held on by Mira. The pitch. A breaking ball will loop right into the heart of the plate, but it is taken. So no balls, 1 strikes, 2 away, 1 man on.
Siebert's starting to fall in love with that breaking ball after he got Kirkland first batter of this inning with it.
Feeling really confident behind it, and for good reason. He's locating and breaking it well. The 0-1 pitch from Siebert on its way. He'll go right back to the breaking ball, so 2 breaking balls in a row now. But that one not finding the zone, 1-1. Siebert ready. He'll step off, reminding Angel Jr. that he's back there. Good way to mix up the delivery. Had me fooled in the booth up here on his timing. So 1-1 the count. Siebert, the pitch. Man, Gamble got every single bit of that one, but drove it foul into the opposite field. That'll move 1-2.
Gamble worked a really good at-bat last time after being down in the count with 2 strikes. See if he can do the same here. Long look.
The next pitch from Siebert. That'll be low in the dirt. It'll be Strickland having to drop down and block that one. And Strickland has been great tonight.
Well, it's Podrat's back there now, but Strickland was really good, and Podrat's doing the same.
Siebert's looking in, finds a sign he likes. 2-2 the count, 2 outs, 1 runner on second. The pitch. That'll be way inside, really brushing him off the plate there. Gamble's going to look for something to drive in a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The Power 9 hits in this one so far, but an error apiece for both teams. Here's the pitch. He'll check his swing, and I guess they'll say he went around there. So that retires the side. We are through 6 complete innings so far in this one. Power still lead 4-0.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
And we are back in the top of inning number 7 here. And it's Orozco still on the mound. So a quick 6 innings so far. A great day on the bump from Jacob Stremiska, handing the ball over to Julian Orozco. Orozco, the first pitch on its way. A elevator home run pop-up, ball trailing back, but it'll be in play, so that's the first out. A great read on the pop-up from Bryant Ball behind the plate. That'll set down the first batter.
Nice one pitch, one out there for Orozco here in the 7th. Keeps this game moving right along.
That was the shortstop, number 4, Mira, who was sat down there. Next up will be the right fielder, number 7, Suba. He'll square to bunt, and he will go around, they'll say. No balls, 1 strike. Orozco going to locate that one well. It's 0-2 early now on just 2 pitches. 0-2 the count, 1 away, no one on. Orozco turns, kicks, and deals. That one not going to find the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one maybe just a little low, looked good.
Orozco set, he turns, he kicks, he deals. A swing and a drive into the first base dugout. Player's going to narrowly avoid danger there. Had an old coach who would always say hot soup whenever there was a hard hit foul ball into the dugout. 1-2 pitch on its way. Another hard hit foul ball out of play down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Orozco been successful at keeping the Waves offense off the board, not allowing too many hits. 1-2 pitch on its way, a breaking ball way inside, so that'll even things up at 2-2.
That one just came out of his hand wrong, ended up way inside. Suba able to avoid being hit by it.
2-2 pitch from Orozco on its way. That will find the zone, so a big backwards K there. There are quickly 2 away as the lineup will turn over, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 2, Rafael.
Orozco was able to freeze Suba there with an 89.4 mile per hour fastball. 4th strikeout.
So the first pitch to Rafael will be inside for a ball, 1-0. Orozco kicks and deals. Back to the breaking ball in the zone this time, 1-1 the count. 2 away, no one on. Orozco, the 1-1. right back to the breaking ball, but it will be Rafael back in charge of this at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away, no one on. Orozco turns, kicks, and deals. That's hit on the ground to Groves. Groves going to handle it himself for the 3 unassisted, and that's how the side is retired. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, so if you're watching at home, go ahead and stretch around, and we'll be right back for the bottom of inning number 7. Power still in charge, set 4-0.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
It is the bottom of the 7th here at Palm Springs Stadium. The Power lead it 4-0. Looks to be a new arm in for the Waves, number 33. So, leading off will be number 1, Jason Leon out of College of the Desert. Leon standing in from the right. 0-0 on its way. High and outside, ball 1. That'll be Luis Cohen in the game to pitch for the Waves. He will come in here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch. Second pitch, outside for a ball. Cohen looks in to find a sign. Leon back into the box. The pitch. High and outside for another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Leon back in, 3-0 the count. Cohen looks in, ready. The pitch. That'll be taken for a strike, so 3-1 the count. That will bounce out of the catcher's glove. A new catcher in the game here in the form of number 17, Chowdhury. 3-1 the count for Leon. That's going to be outside, so with no one out, there will be a runner on first in the form of Jason Leon, who has shown he has some speed out there.
Leads the team in steals with 10 of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him go here. I mean, the Power do have a comfortable 4-0 lead, but they've not scored a run since the very first inning.
The pitching staff for the Waves has been efficient, other than a rocky bottom of the first, but Michael Groves is going to look to rewrite that narrative as he will stand in from the left side. Leon, a good lead off of first, held on by Lapin. Cohen to the plate. That is a off-speed pitch right over the heart of the dish. No balls, 1 strike. Leon, a good lead off of first, playing mind games with the pitcher. Next pitch outside, 1-1. Got to wonder if Leon got in his head a little there.
Well, he's certainly dancing around a lot out there, and as I mentioned, he's got 10 steals. Been very efficient on the base pass. Actually has not been caught.
That pitch is swung on, and the catcher, Chowdhury, springing up out of his stance just in case Leon tried for it. but he will remain on first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one out, 1 man on here in the bottom of the 7th.
That was a really, really good pitch. Center cup and then dropped off the table.
Cohen to the plate. That swung on, hit good into right field. Past the right fielder. No throw to the plate, so it is Groves with a big-time double there off the right field wall. So the Power extend their lead now 5-0.
Well, Michael Groves, 2 days in a row now with extra base hits to drive in runs. That was an absolute rocket off the bat into right field. And Jason Leone showed off the wheels all the way around the score from first.
So Noah Blythe going to stand in. Still no one out, so he's going to look to bring in Groves from second. Blythe standing in from the right side. Cohen looks in to find a sign, checks on the runner, he goes home. He's going to pitch out there, so 1 ball, no strikes. Not sure if that was intentional, but with Groves just getting on after a big double, I don't blame him for getting behind early on purpose. That pitch going to be up and away. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes, no one out, 1 on. Power still leading 5-0.
The base open, I'm not sure Blythe's going to get a ton to hit here. But if Cohen makes a mistake, Blythe will be ready.
Cohen going with the breaking ball there, and it worked. So that's going to be looking for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, but Michael Groves 180 feet away at second. The next pitch, another breaking ball that will not find the zone, so a good hitter's count for Blythe here, 3-1.
I don't expect anything close really here. I don't think Cohen's going to give a cookie to Noah Blythe just to try to get back into the count with the base open.
That pitch is swung on, hit right back into right field, but it is fouled over towards the visiting batting cages. So that will load the count up here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, but thankfully for the Power offense, there is no one out yet.
That was a mistake to Blythe that Cohen got away with. Blythe, a little late, fouled it off, but great contact.
That's going to be outside for ball 4. So with no one out, there are 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position at second, as Noah Blythe trots on down to first after a big walk.
Another opportunity here. Power already with 1 insurance run across the board here in the 7th, and a great chance for more here with Brandon Leone.
Brandon Leone stepping in here in a big spot. 2 runners on, no one out. Cohen to the plate. Catches that off the shaft of the bat. No balls, 1 strike. Oh and 1, no outs, 2 on. 5-0, bottom of inning number 7.
Cohen already with 17 pitches, nobody out.
That pitch is taken up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Cohen looks in, finds a sign. The 1-1 on its way. He'll hit that one foul over into the parking lot. So 1-2 the count now. Still no one out, but there are 2 runners on. A good opportunity for the Power to continue to lay it on here in the home frame of the 7th. Cohen eyeing down the runner, the pitch. Swung on, that's hit hard out into right field, but curving foul at the last moment. That could have spelled disaster for the Waves defense. That would have easily scored 2 runs.
Oh yeah, Blythe was ready to get on his high horse. He was moving from first base. That was crushed but foul. Straightens that out a little bit, and the Power break this one wide open.
So Leone standing back in. Cohen taking a moment to get the sign. Comes set at the belt, checking the runner, held on by Mira. The pitch. That'll be way up and in, buzzing the tower once more, and they'll say it got a little piece of him, so he's going to head on down to first. And so with no one out, the bases are loaded.
And who else to come to the dish but Brian Ball, who already this year has 2 doubles with the bases loaded.
Yeah, he has been nothing but disastrous at the plate for opposing defensive, especially opposing pitching staffs. So the battery for the Waves is going to need to formulate something here. He checks his swing. Comes set. Cohen, the pitch. A big cut at that one for strike one. Infield playing way in here. Outfield in somewhat shallow depth. 0-1 count on Bryant Ball. Still no one out with the bases loaded. Cohen, the pitch. He'll get a piece of that one and foul it off of the pole right behind the backstop. 0-2.
Ball was all over that one, just missed it and fouled it straight back. Got a lot of work to do here with 0-2. Emmanuel Dean's in the on-deck circle now. He's got some big-time power, too.
Ball checking his swing. Cohen gets the sign and comes set at the belt. Infield still in. Runners get their lead. The pitch. Taken high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I've mentioned it a lot, but it's dangerous if you're the Waves defense. No one out.
Power can really break this one wide open here.
So another hard hit foul ball down the first base line, but the count will remain the same for Bryant Ball, 1-2.
Ball battling here with 2 strikes. Took one inside, and now has fouled off a couple.
Cohen finds a sign he likes. Comes set, infield back in, 1-2. He'll check his swing. They will say he did not go around, even with the appeal to the field umpire behind the pitching mound. So that will even the count up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Can we see Ball be clutch again here?
2-2 on its way. He swung at that one, so that will be the first out of the inning, a swinging strikeout. And that will bring up the bat of number 52, Emmanuel Dean, out of Cal State Northridge. Playing at UCLA his freshman year, so definitely some big-time talent at the plate now.
Boy, I would love to see an Emmanuel Dean moonshot right here with the bases loaded.
He passes the eye test for someone that can do it, and seeing his swing, he has the power, needing to find his pitch. Cohen, 0-0. Up and in for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, but the bases are loaded. 10 hits, 5 runs, 1 error, the power stat line so far. Cohen comes set, the 1-0 pitch on its way. He wanted to hit a moonshot with that swing. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Took a big hack there. He's got to stay with his approach at the plate.
Cohen ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to find the upper and in corner of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cohen looking in to find his pitch, wiping the sweat from his face. The 1-2 on its way. Taken high. It looks like an off speed, maybe a changeup there, but that'll even things up. 2-2.
Dean working back into the count here, just waiting for his pitch to handle.
1 out in the inning. Cohen finds the sign. The 2-2 pitch. A big swing and a miss there, so there are 2 outs now as Dean is sat down on strikes, and that will bring up the bat of Tyler Priest.
After throwing over 20 pitches without getting an out, all of a sudden 2 strikeouts in a row for Cohen here. And he's got a good opportunity here to walk the tightrope and get away with just 1 run.
Priest standing in from the right side. The pitch from Cohen is hit right back up the middle. That might do it. Fielded. Throw over to Lapin is in time, and that is how the 7th inning will come to an end. But not before the power can etch 1 more onto the board. And luckily for the Waves, stranding the bases loaded Power lead 5-0. We head now into the top of inning number 8. Austin Stokes, Zach Reynolds. We'll be right back.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
It is the top of inning number 8. A new pitcher in for the Power. The Pittsburgh University Saturday starter, Kyle Mosley.
Mosley has been very good on the Power. Sporting a 1.49 ERA with 19 strikeouts and only 12 1/3 innings.
So he's going to look to make quick work. They might let him go all the way if his stuff is turned on. So a new hitter in number 12, Joel Kolbeck. First pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Sorry, that is called strike 1 looking. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and now he's quickly in 0-2. Kyle Mosley coming out of the pen and going straight to work.
Couple of 93-mile-per-hour fastballs in a row to start things off.
Going to take another cut at that one, swinging with 0-2. A good pitch to swing on, though, but he'll foul it off, so count remains 0-2.
Can't imagine coming off the bench in a pinch-hitting situation and immediately facing a 93-mile-per-hour fastball in this league.
Not something you want to see as a hitter, especially in summer ball. The 0-2 on its way, outside ball 1. One and 2 the count. The pitch for Mosley. A beautiful breaking ball. Wow, that's in there, called strike 3.
That's just not fair. Just not fair. I mean, 93-mile-per-hour fastball is getting pumped in, and then a breaking ball with that much movement. Seems like it's coming from behind you, ends up right down the middle for a strike. I'll say it again, it's not fair.
You're absolutely right. What an unfair pitch to hit. That one's taken outside for a ball. New batter here in the form of number 37, St. Hilary. He's going to be in the lineup. That pitch taken, ball 2. Power leading 5-0 here in the bottom half, or the top half of inning number 8. Mosley, the 2-0 on its way. That will not find the outside corner quite like he wanted it to. 3-0. 1 out, no one on. The next pitch. That's going to be right there for a 3-1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 away. The next pitch. That will not find the zone, so that will put a man aboard with 1 out, so the double play in effect. We will see Priest moving in towards Leon. So that will bring up the first baseman, number 34, Lapin.
See if Mosley can get back to pumping strikes here.
St. Hilary a good lead off of first. That's going to be a high ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away, 1 man on after the walk for St. Hilary. Mosley ready. Here's the next pitch. Right back to the breaking ball, 1-1. I don't know many guys that I've seen this summer or, well, ever that can hit that breaking ball. The 1-1 pitch from Mosley. He'll fire a strike in there, have him swinging at that one. So Lapin is down again, 1-2 with 1 away.
I mean, it's just so much movement on that breaking ball, leaving me speechless.
Right back to the breaking ball, a chopper over to Angel Jr. Angel up with it, throw over to Groves in time as it'll bounce into his gloves. Angel having to track a long way to barehand that one and toss it across the diamond, but a good toss nonetheless. So there are now 2 away. That'll bring up the left fielder, Max Mendoza, for the Waves now. Runner will advance to second on that one, though, so a runner in scoring position for the Waves. Mosley finds a sign, comes set. The pitch. High fly ball, it'll be Leon under it. And he'll make the play, so we head now into the bottom of the 8th. The score right where it's been, Power 5, Waves nothing.
Spacious skies for amber waves of grain. America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
We are back here in the bottom of the 8th. It's the Power still in charge, 5-0.
That last pitch on that fly out from Kyle Mosley was at 94 miles an hour.
So really blowing it by him. You can see why he's playing at Pittsburgh, especially with a fastball. We talked about it over and over again. That breaking ball is something to behold. But looking to make it 4 for 4. The pitch from Cohen, swung on. That's hit high and deep. The right fielder tracking for it. It'll bounce foul.
That was a ride for that baseball given to him by Anthony Angel Jr., but unfortunately just a long strike.
0-1 the count for Anthony Angel Jr. He's going to be down in the count early, 0-1.
I know you're wanting that home run call, partner.
I want a home run call more than you can believe. You're hogging them all from the rest of us. Hitters probably know when you're up here in the booth. Way inside, but a called strike nonetheless. No balls, 2 strikes. Cohen comes set. The 0-2. That's high and hit deep into right field, but it will be Zuba under it. So there's one away. And the lineup will turn over, and it will be the BYU player, Tate Gamble.
A couple of balls got given a ride by Anthony Angel Jr. there, but Zuba able to camp underneath that one, playing pretty deep out there. Speaking of home runs, this is the guy in the pregame show I picked to be the next power hitter to hit one. That's Tate Gamble.
And especially out of BYU, the talent that they recruit, it would not surprise me if we saw him put one out here. Cohen comes set, one away. Nothing pitch. Way outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. One away, no one on. As Gamble steps back in from the left side. Cohen looks in, finds a sign, and comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. High, that for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Gamble working a count in his favor here. See if Cohen gives him a meatball.
2-0 the count, 1 away, no one on. Gamble ready, the pitch from Cohen. A hearty cut at that one, 2-1.
Gamble was trying for you there. Big swing. Doesn't come out of his shoes a whole bunch. Felt he could there on the 2-0 pitch.
He wanted to give me one, but the at-bat will continue. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cohen looks in, finds a sign, and comes set. Gamble checking his swing. The pitch from Cohen. A bouncer right off of Tate Gamble. Foul. That'll even it up 2-2. Gamble going to walk it off a little. Can't imagine that felt very good.
Now, as our buddy and broadcast partner Bray Faust would say, that don't tickle.
Don't guess he heard that one in the PA booth. So the at-bat continues, 2-2. Cohen back to the mound.
Nice show of sportsmanship there from the battery for the Waves. Having a little chat to give Gamble some time to shake that one off.
Cohen comes set. The even count pitch. He's going to go with a breaking ball, and he located it well for strike 3. So there are now 2 outs in the inning.
Oh, Cohen taking a piece out of Kyle Mosley's book with that breaking ball. That one, ton of movement, landed backdoor for the strikeout.
So that will bring up the shortstop, Jason Leone. He will stand in, 2 outs, no one on board. Just a little past the 2-hour mark so far. Bottom of the 8th. Cohen comes set at the belt. That's going to be a fastball in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away for Jason Leone.
It took Cohen a while to get settled in when he came into this game. Ended up giving an RBI double up to Michael Groves, but since then he's been cruising.
The next pitch, a pop-up out into center field. It'll be Rafael trailing, but it will be Stoltz who finds himself under it. We head now into the top of the 9th, the final chance for the Waves offense to make something happen, as it is the Power 5, the Waves nothing. Austin Stokes, Zach Reynolds, we'll be right back.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all. so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
It is the top of the ninth. It's the last chance for the Waves to get on the board and get back into this one, needing to put up 5 to send us to the bottom of the ninth. So it'll be Harmon standing in number 1, batting in the 6th hole here. He'll stand in from the left side. Kenneth Schechter on the bump now for the Power. Schechter, nothing. Fastball will find a little piece of the bat, but it'll go right into the catcher's mitt. No balls, 1 strike.
Schechter on the year sporting a 2.22 ERA in 8 1/3 innings. Pretty much only pitches the 9th inning.
So he's going to go with a breaking ball there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Power don't find themselves in a lot of safe situations with how many runs the Power put up, but they use Schechter like a closer anyway.
He's a guy that can come out and shut the door. 0-2 pitch. A high pop-up. It'll be into no man's land. And a collision out there, but nevertheless, it'll be Leon who comes in to catch it.
Well, that's Leon's ball all the way. It drifted. It started off more towards Angel Jr., but drifted over to Leon, and luckily no harm done there. The out was made.
Reminded me of the old Yankees corner infield, or left side of the infield. Looked like an A-Rod Derek Jeter pop-up. Both players coming in to catch it. That'll bring up the catcher, Chaudhry. First pitch he sees, swung on and missed, way behind that one. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. A big swing at that one. So the count moves here, 0-2. 1 out. The pitch, that's away. So that will make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch on its way. He will check his swing, but did not go around on the outside pitch. That'll even things up here, 2-2. One away with a 2-2 count. Schechter, the next pitch. Ground ball hit over. Nobody going to be able to rein it in, but the throw over is in time. A great play from Tyler Priest, ranging behind Michael Groves to make the play. So there are now 2 outs. And standing in, that will be number 4, the shortstop Mira. The last. Schechter finds his pitch and comes set at the belt. A big swing and a miss there. No balls, 1 strike.
It's 2 strikes away for the Power, looking for win number 15.
Looking to move to 15-1. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. So 1 more pitch will send us home for the weekend. The Power going to be back on Tuesday night with more baseball here at Palm Springs Power Stadium. A big cut at that one, so that's the ball game. It is the Power going to bring this one home 5-0. And Zach, another fantastic night from the Power.
Well, another fantastic night and another fantastic pitching performance from the entire pitching staff. A shutout, only 5 hits given up. Stremiska with the start, Orozco for a few innings, and then Mosley and Schechter to shut it down. I mean, great pitching all around, and that 4th spot in the first inning was plenty.
Yeah, we kept the Waves offense scoreless tonight, only allowing 5 hits through the 4 pitchers we ran out there. Palm Springs putting up 5 runs on 10 hits, 1 error apiece. So the Power move now 15-1 on the season. This has been Austin Stokes alongside my partner in the booth, Zach Reynolds. We will see you on Tuesday.